that long-term life stuff you typically want to do with your significant other. And I knew that. When I turn back to Harper, I expect to see her lips pursed and one eyebrow raised, her signature, "I told you so," face. She's had it ever since we were kids. Instead, a soft expression radiates from behind her thick bangs. It's pure empathy. "Don't get me wrong," she says. "If I see Brody's smug face again, I'm going to punch it. Cheating is never, ever okay. If he was unhappy with you, he should have broken up with you. That bastard hurt you in the worst way. But you weren't right for each other in the first place." I picture 5'2" Harper wailing on 6' Brody and almost laugh. She's got the no-bullshit personality of a prison guard when she's pissed off, and Brody wouldn't stand a chance. The lump in my throat dissipates as I swallow. I was so enraged when I received the accidental dick pic this evening that I immediately marched into the bedroom where Brody was and yelled, "My name isn't Laura, you asshole!" I recommended he give General Monster Dong a more realistic nickname like Private Average-Sized at best. Then I stormed out of the apartment while dialing Harper. I didn't have the time to throw on makeup before leaving, like I would have on a normal night, but now I'm silently grateful. At least this way, I won't have mascara streaks running down my cheeks if I end up crying. I wait out the urge for 2 long seconds, thankful it doesn't take hold. Why do you always have to be so insightful? I let slip a joyless chuckle. She reaches over to smooth the ends of my shoulder blade length hair. Because as best friends and cousins, we know each other better than anyone else. You call me out on my shit, and I call you out on yours. We've been doing that since we were in diapers. I let a small smile break free, the pain in my chest easing. Right. Harper looks up to thank the bartender, who drops off another gin martini for her and a bourbon for me. If you knew Brody wasn't right for me all along, why didn't you say something? As loving and protective as she is of me, she's not one to hold back her opinion. She's never mean about it, unlike some people who use honesty as a flimsy excuse to be assholes. She's just blunt. And she always, always acts with care and concern. Meddling's not my style. Bringing you here to Spud's Bar to drink away your post-breakup frustration is more my speed. Here's to that. I raise my glass in a mock toast. And here's to no more relationships for me. Ever. Harper frowns. Come on, Naomi. Hey, I point my glass at her. No meddling, remember? Her mouth twists as she sighs. I'm serious. I'm done with relationships. The few long-term ones I've had have brought me nothing but heartache and frustration since I started dating as a teenager, and they all ended in disaster. Brody cheated. The guy before him, Tyler, ghosted me after nearly a year together. The guy before that, Aaron, never, not once, referred to me as his girlfriend for the 2 years we were together, only as the girl I'm seeing. And what's-his-name before that broke up with me on my 21st birthday, while we were out having drinks with my friends, then went home with the bartender. Remember? Harper winces. Clearly, happily ever afters are not in the cards for me. So from now on, it'll just be me. This is what a lifetime of idealizing your parents' perfect marriage does to a person. When you grow up with parents like mine who never fight, who can't keep their hands off each other even after nearly 40 years together, who still go out on weekly romantic date nights, it warps your expectations. It makes you think that you, too, will someday meet that perfect someone and have an equally perfect relationship. But 16 years of failed relationships have taught me one thing. It's never gonna happen. Harper shakes her head, clearly disapproving of my relationship ban. Fine. Keeping within my style, I won't say a word about your ridiculous ban. You know what else is my style? Cheering you up when you're feeling down. And you know the best way to do that? No clue. I finish off the bourbon in 2 more gulps. I don't even